Good morning, everyone. This is me, Abhilasha, your favorite VRC mentor. Whoa, we've started. And I'm here again with yet another episode of Mornings with the Hindu, this time on the first morning of this year, 2021. Happy New Year, guys. I hope you're as excited by 2021 as I am. So you already know I've been teaching for 22 years and I come to you live every morning at 9 a.m. You can connect with me on Abhilasha English, that's my Telegram handle, or on the Unacademy Plus Learners app by just finding me, that's Abhilasha Swarup. Also, if you haven't yet unlocked the Unacademy Learners app, use AbhiCAT, that's my referral code, to unlock all the courses on the Learners app. You can unlock the quiz, the plus courses, the free classes, everything by using AbhiCAT. The iconic batch has launched on December 28th. You can definitely join this. The Ask Her Out feature is also live now, so you can also join that. Batches starting in January, 1st January, and also on 2nd January. Here are two batches. Remember to use my referral code AbhiCAT to join all of these batches. You can use AbhiCAT and join each one of these batches. Remember, AbhiCAT, 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 and that's good. Yeah. All right, let's get started on Himalayan maneuvers on India and Nepal political crisis. So we've got our nearest neighbors and they're in a spot of crisis. Let's find out a little bit more about them. By sending a senior delegation of the Communist Party of China to Kathmandu within days of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli's controversial decision to dissolve parliament and call for elections, Beijing has sent a worrying message that it is prepared to intervene in Nepal's politics. The team led by the Vice Minister of the CPC's International Department, Guo Yezu, met political leaders and called on President Vidya Devi Bhandari and Mr. Oli with a stated mission to try and reverse the split in the party and convince Mr. Oli and his rivals Pushp Kamal Dahal Prachanda and Madhav Nepal to effect a patch-up. But Mr. Oli has shown no signs of budging from his decision to mount what has been described a constitutional coup, calling for elections without discussing alternative government formation options, rushing through an endorsement from President Bhandari, and carrying out as caretaker Prime Minister cabinet reshuffle. Mr. Dahal and Mr. Nepal are clear that they will not reconsider their move to split the Unified Communist Party of Nepal (CPN) and apply to the Election Commission for the whole control of the whole. Unless Mr. Oli backtracks and restores the Pratinidhi Sabha, the lower house. While it is surprising that both factions have been willing to meet with the Chinese delegation at a time like this, it is even more curious that the Chinese leadership would risk losing face and lose popular goodwill with a move that sparked protests in Kathmandu. In contrast, India has chosen to be more pragmatic and restrained, possibly due to a historical understanding of the main players in Nepal politics and their passion for political brinkmanship. This is not the first time politics has been brought to the precipice since Nepal adopted its new constitution in 2015. Mr. Dahal worked out of a coalition government with Mr. Oli in 2016. While Mr. Oli's moves of December 20 seem irreversible, there are still compromises possible. Much will depend on whether the Supreme Court that has given the Nepali PM until January 3 to explain his actions will stay the election process and whether the Parliament Speaker will persuade the President to convene the lower house despite its dissolution. While it is clear that India is not playing its traditional leading role in Nepal, neither is it facing the odium for playing spoiler. Both Mr. Oli, who has reached out to India after months of map controversy, and Mr. Dahal, who has been a closer Indian ally during this period, are engaging the government. The positive situation gives New Delhi a little more space in which to consider its moves and how to avoid instability in its Himalayan neighbor polity. Something that is crucial to their relations and in the long term to their closely interlinked prosperity. So Chinese delegation reaches Nepal. They want to reverse the split. India is very cautious. Oli and Dahal are engaging with India. Delhi has the chance to improve relations with Nepal. Alright, why has the Chinese delegation come to Nepal? Let's find out a little bit more about this question. Guys, your question now. Good morning everyone. Prakash, Debayan, very good morning. And of course, a very happy new year, you guys. Alright, so why has the Chinese delegation come to Nepal? To prevent a coup, to invite the Nepalese delegation to China, to reverse the split in the Nepal government, to create a rift in the Nepalese government. Come on guys, very quickly. Let's get this one on the road. Why has the Chinese delegation come to Nepal? Do they want to prevent a... Happy New Year, Kusum. So do they want to prevent a coup? Yeah, but how do they want to do that? So not the best answer. To invite the Nepalese delegation to China, not really. To reverse the split in Nepal government, yes, it has been mentioned very clearly, and to create a rift in the Nepalese government, no. So clearly, to reverse the split in the Nepal government is the correct answer. So there is a split in the government, they want to undo it. According to the author, India is staying restrained as it is, aware of the history of Nepal and its rulers, aware of the pasha for political brinkmanship in Nepal, aware that Chinese are involved in this affair, and aware that Prachanda is pro-India. So what is the reason why India is staying restrained in this entire affair? I'll wait for your answers very quickly. Yes, they are aware of the pasha for political brinkmanship is Nepal, and that is the correct answer. Wonderful. I can see so many of you. Prakash, Debayan, Kiran, Kusum. Very good, you guys. Alright, the positive situation gives New Delhi a little more space in which to consider its move and how to avoid instability in its Himalayan neighbors' polity, something that is crucial to their relations and in the long term to their closely interlinked prosperity. The tone of the writer in this line is he being maudlin, is he being progressive, is he being positive, or is he being anxious? Very quickly, guys. What is the tone of the writer in this line? The positive situation gives New Delhi a little more space in which to consider its moves. So positive situation, and how to avoid instability in Nepal's polity that is crucial to the relations and closely interlinked prosperity. Now, what is the tone of the writer? Is he being maudlin? No, he's not, because that would be sentimental. So no. Is he being progressive? Okay, but he is not giving us anything from his side to be progressive. Is he being positive? Yes, he is. Look at the words. They're all very positive. Is he being anxious? Not really. So positive, yes, will be a very good tone for this line. The writer is being very optimistic, and he's looking forward to a good future between India and Nepal. So yes, optimistic or positive will be the correct tone. Very good. Absolutely, you guys. What is the meaning of faction? Does it mean group, partner, isolate, or reason? What is the meaning of faction? Come on, guys. Let's get your answer in. What is the meaning of faction? Very quickly, faction means group, divisions. So not partner, not isolate, not reason. The correct answer is faction, division. Okay, so all right, what does pragmatic mean? Does it mean chaotic? Does it mean imaginary? Does it mean daydreamer? Does it mean practical? Good morning, Kartike. Happy New Year. Yes, come on, guys. Let's get the next question in. What does the word pragmatic mean? Does it mean chaotic? Does it mean imaginary? Does it mean you're a daydreamer? Does it mean you're practical? What does the word pragmatic mean? Yes, the word pragmatic means practical, someone who's very down to earth, very realistic. So down to earth or realistic are absolutely perfect synonyms for this. Also, chaotic or daydreamer, both these words are antonyms for pragmatic. So a chaotic person or a daydreamer is someone who just daydreams about things and does not have any practical plans. So as opposed to being pragmatic or practical or down to earth or realistic. All right, let's look at these words. Delegation, of course, is a team of officials who've been delegated to do certain tasks. Intervene, interfere. So of course the Chinese are going to be intervening in Nepalese matters, interfere. Rival, of course, is a competitor. We understand that. To effect a patch up, of course, means to try and heal a rift. Mount, of course, is to start. Coup, of course, is a rebellion. We already know this word. Endorsement is support or sponsorship. Or it can also mean approval. Restrained, of course, is controlled. India, New Delhi is very restrained. Precipice is edge. Absolutely the edge. Convene is to start. Odium is bad name, infamy. Ally, of course, is friend. Crucial, of course, is important. Extremely important. Guys, these are some words that you should definitely do. Yes, Karthikeyan. Now this time there was a rebellion by the government itself. So, so the government staged the coup against itself. That was very funny. Yes, so learn up these, guys. It's very, very important. Remember, we are looking at doing some 3,000 words from the Hindu sessions. And you can surely do them, because if we do 10 words also every morning, that makes 3,650 words over the course of a year. And therefore, if you are following me every single day, trust me, you will be doing a lot of words and you'll be knowing them. Your task is to, of course, write these down in a notebook, then kind of look for the synonyms, antonyms, do a little bit of research so that you're comfortable using these words also. Today, of course, the classes start a little early. So 10 a.m. is our ZAT batch, where we will have the last session for ZAT. So some questions that we will discuss on FIBs, parajumbles, FJIs and other mixed questions that we will discuss at 10 a.m. 12:15 today is the last DST for ZAT. So please make sure that you join me for this. This is a free test. And of course, today there is another session. I'm missing out on the time. Just give me a second. Yeah. So 1:30, again there will be a free session which will be poem RCs for that. So we will be doing a few poems for that also. So that's again a free session, guys. So do make sure you join me for this. And of course at 9 p.m. guys, we will have one more of our free sessions which will be on the YouTube. So 9 p.m. we are talking ZAT verbal again. So do make sure you join me for each one of these sessions, guys. Thank you so much. Have a nice first day of the year and a lovely new year. Thank you so much. See you at 10.